G'day. This is my fucking Firebird finery set for the wizard class. It has been recently buffed. As you know, before the PTR began, or just as it began, Firebird set was changed. Same goes to the Necromancer Rathma. Those two sets received some major changes. Now, since then, since the changes were first implemented, we did have an update. Number one, the Rathma set was nerfed to the ground. It's completely changed, and luckily I didn't upload the build guides that I had in store for the YouTube channel here. If you want to see me messing around with the super powerful Army of the Dead build for the Rathmas set, you can check out my live stream. It's uploaded on YouTube, the Army of the Dead Necromancer stream. You can check that out. However, luckily I didn't do the guides because right now it'd be called a fake and a fraud, and that my information is incorrect. At the time it would have been correct, but anyway, didn't do the guides, luckily, because it's completely changed. And right now I'm hesitant to do guides for the Firebird wizard, which I'm testing out now, as you can see. Now, when it was first implemented, when the changes first came about for the Firebird, it was most powerful with the Tel Rushes set, so you kind of had to make a hybrid build, which I wasn't happy about. I wanted to use Firebirds exclusively, the 6-piece set bonus exclusively, and thankfully they've changed it around, and now we're using the 6-piece Firebird set instead of using other set bonuses. And as you can see, it's super powerful. I'm messing around with it right now. Right now I'm relying on my shields, and I'm not using the Halo of Karini ring. As you can see though, we're quite squishy, but we do have ways of avoiding damage and getting those shields up. We teleport. When we teleport, we gain damage reduction. When we use the Fire Blast, we gain damage reduction. And the Fire Blades, or the Spectral Fire Blades, Flaming Blades, however you want to call them, they're a primary skill and they're a damage dealer. But before we do that, we have to use Disintegrate to get those burning buffs up and the combustion buffs up, the ignite and combustion buffs up. That way, when we do other fire damage, which is going to be the flaming spectral blades here, the fire blades, you can call it fire blades, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Flaming something, fire something. When we do the fire blades, that is the other fire damage, and it basically uses all of the ignite and combustion stacks and does damage all in one. So this is what I'm using now just to fly on through here. Now, please note that I haven't transferred. This is the PTR server for starters. This is the public test realm, and I haven't transferred my characters over for quite some time. That's why I'm only on 2k Paragon here. I think that it's actually a good way to test the new features out. You don't want to be too high Paragon, especially if a new season's coming up. If a new season's coming up, you know, there are guys that have cleared a GO 150 here on the PTR, but they're like 14k Paragon. You know, how long does it take you to get 14,000 Paragon points? Like, that's like somebody's entire Diablo 3 journey from the very beginning. Lots of rat runs, and they've obviously transferred the character over, so they've got those juicy Paragon points to use, but it's not realistic. When you start a season, you're not going to be that strong. So that's like a lifetime of Diablo play right there. And last season, or this current season I should say, has been pretty crazy for Paragon farming and rat farming, or rat runs. So people have really had a big boost to their Paragons, especially this season. But bottom line is, I'm testing it out on a lower. I'm keeping my Paragons lower. I haven't done like a character transfer for quite a while to the PTR, so this is like pretty old right now. But it gives a good more realistic look at some changes that are going to come about. You don't want to be too powerful, because it changes everything. So I've been messing around with rings quite a bit. Unity, Halo of Karini. Right now I'm using Focus and Restraint. That's why I'm a lot more squishy, but relying on my builds a lot more. And, you know, very, very soon I will upload a build guide to this. Right now I'm just not too sure if Blizzard's going to nerf it or not, so I don't want to stuff people around in that regard, but I just thought I'd quickly do like a bit of a demonstration and show you all what we've been using here with the new Firebird wizard set. It's powerful, it's fun. I still think it's a little too powerful, But from what I'm seeing, it's only the really super high paragon dudes that are doing like the GR150 clears. If you're like a 2K baby like me on the PTRs right now, it's more of a realistic test. So guys that are like 8K plus paragon, like I know that everyone that's sort of done like a 150 clear is from 8K paragon all the way up to 14. Like that's obviously at the start of a season or during a seasonal journey. You're not going to have that many damn paragon points. So in a way, it doesn't matter what build or variations Blizzard comes up with. If you're that high in paragons and you transfer your character over to the PTR with all those paragon points, then you're always going to get some super awesome overpowered builds that are going to work for you and survivability. But I think this is more of a realistic test, and I think it's powerful, but it's not too overly powerful, if you know what I mean, especially at the lower end paragon levels like 2K, which is what this character is on my PTR server. So if there are no nerfs, I will do like an in-depth build guide to this Firebird set in the near future. Stay tuned for that one, or make sure that you also join me in the Creepy Army on Twitch TV/Manic13. We do a lot of live gameplay and testing out of new builds there. I am currently playing the public test realm over there. Probably going to play some Diablo 2 as well. In the meantime, with all the hype behind the Diablo 2 remastered or resurrected edition coming out, so I'm going to probably do some Diablo 2 streams, and if they're pretty popular, I'll keep on playing Diablo 2. Whatever the people want, the people shall get.